What happens to a person who simply wants to live the easy life? Not too much fame or fortune, but simply to climb up to the top no matter who they have to step on to get there. What happens when you are killed by an employee you screwed over, only for a being proclaiming to be God himself comes down and chastises you over your morals, actions, and lack of faith? And in that moment you challenge this being, and as punishment you're thrown into an alternate history, reborn in the body of a little girl, surviving in a strange yet vaguely familiar land, submerged in all-out war. You're told by this divine being, you will suffer until you change your ways, until you worship me. This is the saga of Tanya the Evil, the little girl who dares fight off whole armies, entire continents, and rage against the very heavens. Welcome to my series as we dive deep into interesting anime premises, break them down, allowing them to find what's interesting about them. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this and share your opinions in the comment section below. Let's go. The overarching conflict with the saga of Tanya the Evil is not the wars or even magic being a major weapon in some alternate history where Germany isn't, well, Germany. It's Tanya's constant battle against bowing down to this being claiming to not just be a god, but the god. She immediately throws her disbelief in its face and calls this being X. What makes this interesting is not that Tanya herself is an atheist exactly. She isn't dumb, she can see and feel the effects of this powerful being in front of her. It's that she simply refuses to worship it. She literally was a man in modern day Japan, now just a little girl reincarnated in some distant altered history. That alone will make most people a believer. Throughout the series so far, she acknowledges the existence of this being, but as a pest, not as some divine ruler. Even with incredible evidence, she continually tries to defy God, and this God meddles in her affairs in order to make her heal and submit, to admit that there is a God and to worship him. Tanya's independent nature and lack of moral compass allows her to believe she can win against a being so powerful. She doesn't need anybody further than the use she has for them. She doesn't take delight in being cruel or evil, but people in her mind are simply pawns to be used, means to an end, and the end for her is winning. And she repeatedly outwits and outmatches her competition, constantly going further than anyone else dares to, even against her biggest opponent, possibly God himself. There are several ways this series has and can make this premise work. For instance, a character like Tanya, while seeing the effects of being X, is not too fond of him, as she knows he continually tries to put her in harm's way and break her. Her stubborn and narcissistic character does not allow that, even though there is undeniable proof that if not God, but some variation of a God exists, that it's out for her. And she has the balls to tell them to kiss her ass. And part of me wonders, while Tanya wants to beat being X, if there's an underlying respect for him. Maybe she sees them as a rival. As she constantly manipulates and controls this chessboard of a new world, Tanya continually builds more power, and in her mind can see herself as a variation of a god herself. But the fact remains, respect or not, Tanya believes that being X is not worthy of her worship, seeing that he's ineffective and preposterous to think that he could deserve any praise. Part of me wonders what being X has in mind for Tanya. Also, why does being X need to spend so much time and effort literally creating global conflict just to stick it to Tanya? At one point, being X grants Tanya an amazing power to save her life, except every time she uses this power, she has to pray to him, which only makes it worse for Tanya as she grows more and more spiteful towards him. Another aspect of this story that I find interesting is the fact that while Tanya clearly is mistaken in her anger and vengeance towards this god being X, part of me wonders if it truly is the real thing, the real deal. There's potential for it to be someone else, something else, some false yet powerful being attempting to gain more power and acolytes. And Tanya is one hell of a person to have in your corner. But no, Tanya will not go down without a fight. Even if she does not believe that being X is truly the god of the universe, she tries to anger him and match him. She is on a constant guard, ready to strike him down. She can barely reach a bookshelf, but she believes her arms are long enough to box with God. So everyone, I'm really digging this story. This concept has been done before, from mythology to even modern video games like God of War and stories, but it's always interesting, especially when a character dares to defy the universe, go against gods and goddesses, rage against the heavens. So let me ask you a question. Someone walks up to you proclaiming to be God, does something that's an incredible feat. Do you believe him, or do you ask for more proof? Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. I have a link to some other videos that might be interesting to you, so click and check it out. See ya.